What's up? What's going on, everybody? This your man Dre Mac. Sorry about that. We're having some technical difficulties um over here. Nothing to be alarmed about, people. Just a little technical difficulties with StreamYard just right now. Trying to get everything kind of fixed and ready for you guys. We want to talk about episode 2 of Loki. If you are watching this for the first time, you watch this on a replay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never ever miss an episode of my show. I do these breakdowns, like I like doing these breakdowns live. You know what I mean? So there's going to be more breakdowns coming in the future, more live shows in the morning. So again, if you're watching this for the first time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. Okay, so we're going to get into Loki season 2. I was asked about Gen V. I might just do a Saturday morning show on Gen V and Chucky, just to be able to knock both of those out at once. But because of the nature of the video, I wouldn't do the breakdown like I'm doing on Loki, because it's PG 13, and those are hard R's. So I'm not going to do the videos like that. But I will discuss them. And go over GMV and Chucky at the same time. So they just dropped episode 2 with Chucky season 3 and episode 5 of Gen V. So I will do that on tomorrow. So kind of get this thing started, you know what I mean? Hopefully you guys are happy. Hope you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gan at the Heavy Gan channel, and check out his music that he got going out. I hope this helps. That's one of the name of the albums. He got a mixtape. He got a lot of things going on. So hopefully you guys are checking out. But the real question is, all right. Put that down right there. Give me a sip of something to drink. Again, hopefully you guys are happy, hopefully you guys are healthy. Um, Let me get everything kind of started here. Get this kind of going. Share my screen real quick. And let's go here. And again, this is all fair use. Fair use. I will be the way that I do it. I do not show the whole thing. I will skip over parts of Loki. The parts that we'll stop and we'll talk about it. Accent. And kind of go from there on Loki. Now, Loki, I know a lot of people, was not too keen on Loki, and I'm kind of getting past the Marvel title screen because of all the backlash that was going on with like Secret Invasion and a couple other shows. But I'm telling you right now, this is storytelling 101. This is solid storytelling, and we're getting longer episodes. And I know there was an announcement from Marvel the way that they were going to do their television division on Disney Plus. They're going to have show writers, showrunners, just in a television style format, kind of like what they did with Netflix. And that was probably the biggest thing Kevin Feige scrapped. It was 18 episodes of Daredevil. Like, yo, that's a lot. And they're scrapping it. They're starting all the way over again because obviously whatever product that they put out must have been garbage for them to scrap it. So they totally scrap it. So Marvel is changing their philosophy on the way that they're operating these Disney Plus shows, which is good in their favor. With that being said, since this is one of the OGs that came out first, Loki, WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and being Captain America and the Winter Soldier, these shows have a different feel, right? To me, these shows have a different feel, and the writers of this show did a phenomenal job in season 1 and in season 2. You're getting nothing but that pure, unadulterated, good storytelling. Something that Secret Invasion started off well, but did not show us. And this is not only telling us and dumping exposition at certain points, it's also showing us what that looks like. And it's storyteller 101. Great acting. Tom Hiddleston is doing his thing. So let's get into it. This is the of course Marvel Studios scene. Now, based on last episode, we're coming out of the TVA, and now they are, going to 1977 in London and the UK, and this is part of the sacred timeline, right? So they have to be able to find, Loki and Mobius now have to be able to try to find. They're trying to find Sylvie, but they're also in the hunt even because they know that Hunter B05 is B5 is there, and he becomes the actor for the Zaniac character. So, right here it's like they're looking for Hunter X5. So they're going to look for Hunter X5, and he is at um this Zaniac premiere, which is a Marvel deep cut for the comic book character Zaniac. Uh, but on here, and I'm gonna try to find. I'm gonna try to blow this up, full screen this for a little bit, and there is going to be spoilers. Let me just tell you spoilers. But it said with George Athen. I can't make out the second name. Steve, is that Steve Allen? I can't blow that up anymore. I can't think of it, and I can't see the other name either. But actually it's kind of a cool little deep cut from Marvel Comics. In the VX5 is actually became a movie star named, let me stop it, named Brad Wolf. You know what I mean? And again, this is a deep cut from old Marvel lore where you're looking at the Zaniac character. But he's an actor now. He basically abandoned his post. Brad Wolf, and Brad Wolf here is also Hunter B5. He knows good and well what is going on. But now he went to the sacred timeline. He abandoned what he was supposed to do, became an actor. And this is the way, I mean, honestly, we talked about the way that they've been blackwashing characters. This is would have been perfect way to introduce Wonder Man. Perfect introduction. You know what I mean? But again, you want to blackwash, and I hope they really actually reconsider that and look at Yahya Abdul-Mateen the second as your next Black Panther. So, especially the way he's getting cooked over in DC, he needs to be over here. So we get with Brad. Brad is over here doing his thing. He's mingling. He's chumming up with the rich folks. You know what I mean? And then he see Mobius, and he knows what's going on. He gives Mobius a hug. It's like, oh, this is so phony, because what he's doing is, he's trying to throw up the scent of who he really is, because he's out here as in like an actor playing a role. So Loki, he reaches up to Loki, and he was soon as he seen Loki, he was trying to get out of Dodge. You know what I mean? Because he already knew. See, what they're on, if you watch last episode, if you will backtrack last episode, they're looking for Sylvie, the other Loki variant. We seen Sylvie go to another branch timeline in inside of Oklahoma to just to live life, just to do something normal. Instead of like how she was hiding in season 1, Sylvie was hiding in apocalyptic events and all of that, so she basically was causing incursions, causing it to be pruned. But she was actually just kind of hopping around this variant land to be able to hide from the TVA. Now she'll want to hide. She killed who remains at the secret timeline. She really didn't have any purpose, so she went to Oklahoma, and we already know from the leaked trailers that she is a worker at McDonald's in the 1980s. You know what I mean? So that's what they're on the hunt for. So as soon as he start asking questions about Sylvie, he takes off running. And actually, he has a modified time portal. Well, actually, when he uses that time portal, it does the same thing He Who Remains does. It shakes him out and sends him to a different place within that space in time, but within that space. Actually, like instant teleportation, which is something I already said Deadpool should have. All right, so he's running, and I love this scene because in here the woman who the actress who plays Hunter B-15 was also in Lovecraft Country, and to me that is a instant look. To me that is more of a deep cut because Jonathan Majors was in Lovecraft Country. I can't think of this actress name offhand, but I'll look it up. But they were both in Lovecraft Country together. So this is actually awesome to see her with this outfit on, with the hair, with it's exactly almost like her character in Lovecraft Country. So hold on. Let me just look up who the cast is. And don't forget to comment again, like, share, and subscribe in the comment section. Wunmi Mazaku. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. So yeah, very talented actress. And like I said, to me, that was a deep cut, more of a deep cut from her time on Lovecraft Country. So in this scene, a little bit more action, a little bit more stuff going on, in this particular episode than in the last episode. And right here, Loki hits him with his green magic, knocks him off balance right here. And I'm not gonna lie, Loki was a badass in this scene. In this actually in this episode, way more of a badass. He was doing the things almost like he would do as a villain, but in his own unique way. And again, this is not our Loki. This is a variant Loki a Loki that sold the Tesseract. So to me, this is a what if Loki worked for the TVA and became an anti-hero. You know what I'm saying? Or a good guy. You know what I mean? This is a real life what if. What's up, Gray? I know what to do now. So later on today, you will get a notification on what you got to do. The conversation that I'm having. So Gray, look for that email later on, and that'll get you the rest of it signed up. All right. And anybody who's watching this, don't forget that I do have memberships available starting at $2.99 a month. That to be a part of the crew, like Black Panther and the crew, you get to be with Dre Mack and you'll be part of the crew. So you'll be part of the Dre Mack crew. You know what I'm saying? $2.99 a month to be a part of the members only club. And then also with that, with the members only club, I am going to be doing members only chats. So I want to get enough people, and shout out to May Kent, who is a member, but I want to get enough members in first. Once we get those members in, we're going to have our own special uncut, you know what I'm saying, version of members only chat. So that's what we're going to do here in the near future. And plus those member only chats, you'll get to know me a whole lot better outside of what you see on YouTube. You get to ask me questions. We get to chop it up, actually talk about real stuff. You know what I mean? So that's what we're going to do as far as that. But anyway, let's get back to this. Again, Loki's being the badass. You know what I mean? Got old Brad Wolf stumbling, but Brad kept on pushing. You know what I mean? Brad was gone in here. And I understand you're running in steel toes. Not steel toes, those hard toe shoes. Dog, it's no way in the world I'm running in church shoes. Dress shoes? No. No. Give me a pair. I ain't gonna lie. If I take off running, give me a pair of J's, at least for me to run in. I still don't see how Michael Jackson and Moonwalker took off full-fledged book it. And if you look, Michael Jackson is fast. And he was running in Annie or Your case. So I know damn well I can't do that. And he was gone. And he was like, "Why are you running, Brad?" And this episode is called Breaking Brad, like Breaking Bad. The show this was called Brad. God, I almost fumbled that like twice. Breaking Brad. But I do like this. You know what I'm saying? This scene where he sees all these people. You know what I mean? And it looked like punk. UK punk rockers and stuff like that. They were like, oh snap, this is Loki doing this is the Loki I kind of miss. Loki doing Loki shit. You know what I'm saying? When he found out that this was all just a bunch of Lokis. Oh, Loki just using his projection. Yeah, Brad was booking in some Stacey Adams. I can't do it. Some Giorgio Brutinis. I know if you're an old school cat, you know what Giorgio Brutinis are too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. First of all, my feet are ugly. You know what I'm saying? They're wide. They don't look. They look like the feet that Sexy Red was licking on that picture. You know what I But anyway, yeah, I'm over here acting bad. Loki doing Loki stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, "Oh, you know what I mean? So this is you. This is all your magic." And of course, this was all Loki's magic. Had Brad shook. Now he knew that he couldn't go against the god of mischief. Come on now. And he's outside of the TVA, so he can use his magic. And then it works here. But this was also dope. You know what I'm saying? I love that because again, it shows what the Loki we know. You know what I mean? This is a variant that so happened to, instead of the trajectory that he went through and through the movies, he went through his own thing. You know what I mean? Of course, because he was a god of mischief, he still did stuff that he wasn't supposed to do. With Thor, which kept within the line of his character. But this particular, I don't want people who are casual fans of this variant of Loki got broken in the TVA once they played Here's Your Life. We got all your life in the palm of our hand. We could play it back. We could show you all of that stuff. So he got broke, and this was a way for Mobius to say, "Hey man, you could do good because we have all of this." And he went on his own journey. So we have to make a line. This is a variant version of Loki who went off his timelines trying to steal the Tesseract and got broken. You know what I'm saying? And got rebuilt again. And that's why, he was able to get with Sylvie and try to stop He Who Remains, and Sylvie ended up killing him. So remember that, going forward, if you haven't really watched or you're just a casual watching this. But he used his shadows to be able to apprehend Brad. That was dope. You know what I mean? And then Mobius came in. And these guys are looking, real good. Owen Wilson, Tom Middleton really looking really good in the nice suits with the bow tie, got the ruffle feathers. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind having the ruffle feathers. Those mugs is dope. But Loki, again, I like this because Mobius thought he was talking to him. And again, you know, it's Loki doing Loki stuff, and we seen this in the trailer. And we need Loki doing Loki stuff. I think that's awesome when Loki does Loki stuff. And then he goes to the title screen, obviously. Why this is going to the title screen. What I liked about this episode was the tone. And it was literally, and this is again, when you give me an episode, you give me an episode title, I'm looking for the theme of that title. This particular theme is, we got to break Brad so we can go get Sylvie. Sylvie is important to the story. I know that there were some rumors that there was going to be a second Sylvie, and I think DOX, I think that was her name, Dox, is supposed to be a Sylvie. It's clearly not. They have two distinguished accents. I think Dox, and that's the leader of I think that's her name, but we're going to get to it. But she is a leader of the hunters. They go and prune the timelines. Her accent is more like a Scottish accent, and Sylvie's is a British accent. So I don't think that that's her, but I could be wrong. But based on just looking at the way that she, you want to prune all these timelines, but why would you want to get rid of yourself when you know all the things that you've seen throughout that time, being on a run from the TVA? So that was kind of weird. So I don't think it's her. But again, they brought Brad into custody. Brad abandoned posts and want to live on the timeline, and that is a no. It's an absolute no when you are a hunter. So of course we got Mobius in Loki going in to go see Obi. Now they went to go see Obi, but Obi was making another the temporal loom. Well, in the temporal loom, making this device to be able to try to stop the universe of the branch timelines from going haywire. Sorry, y'all, it's been a long night. Let me stop. So and he's explaining that the loom was in a rough state. Yeah, Brad was running like Michael Jackson. You been hit by a smooth criminal. Everybody trying to find out, Annie, is you okay? Did anybody ask you today, are you okay? What's up, Keita? If Michael asks Annie, ask your neighbor, do you think I'm okay? So he was explaining, everybody's gonna die if I don't get this fixed. You know what I mean? He didn't even want to look at the temp pad, you know what I mean? And he was like, hey, I built the temp pads. Like, basically, Obi is saying, which again, I love this casting. You know why? Because my man was Data in the Goonies. You know what I mean? Ki Hong Kwang. He was Data in is this not something that you would see Data do? You know, if the Data from the Goonies grew up and got snatched out of that timeline and had to work for the TVA, could you? That's the perfect person to actually cast in this, especially if you're a fan of the Goonies. So he was explaining to her, hey, if you just read the manual, I could tell you what to be able to do with the synth pad. You know what I mean? So we go back to, she got her change of clothes, and now, she seems like she's running more of the hard lines of the TVA. You know what I'm saying? Being like basically the head under. Yeah, Obi is just basically he is a Data variant. That's it. Because he's acted exactly how Data did in the in Indiana Jones, which we all know Disney owns Indiana Jones too. So he was like, why we're tracking the tip pad be a secret. So they're looking for Renslayer. You know what I mean? They can't find Miss Minutes because she's an AI, and she was like, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? We got to find the guy, who created this stuff, which is Obi and He Who Remains. So I'm wondering, is Obi from from Kane's future? Is he a Loki variant? What if? I know this is gonna sound weird, but what if Obi is a Loki variant who got brainwashed because he could build all this particular stuff? You know what I'm saying? But he will remains brainwashed him, so he doesn't remember certain things and how those things happen. It's just a theory. Just a theory. I don't think so. But remember in Loki season 1, you seen Kang Industry, like the old Avengers Harbor said Kang and it was cut. You know what I mean? But it was in like in either Korean, I believe, or Chinese, but it was Kang, but it's spelled with a Q. What if Obi is that version of Kang? Because remember, we seen Loki with a lot of different variant versions of him. I didn't see as a Loki version a variant version of T'Challa, or what I'm saying, recast T'Challa, play as T'Challa, hashtag. And I'm gonna continue to say that. But wouldn't it be because he wrote everything? He wrote everything. He created the TVA. Wouldn't it not be out the realm of possibility if Obi is a Kang variant? And he's been there he's been there for thousands of years. You know what I mean? So just a theory. Just a theory. So they're trying to figure out how to be able to get this temp pad, right? He was like, if we don't get this thing now, this whole place is gonna be destroyed. So we gotta move. And again, the theming of time plays exceptionally well in this, and he's trying to figure it out. And he ended up giving the device to Casey, and Casey was like, well, I know how to do this. You know what I mean? I know how to get this done. So hold on real quick. Yeah. He was like, all I need to do is analyze it for the modification. Now, Casey is the corporate guy, right? Casey goes in. He's the one who he kind of gets on your nerves at work because he know all the rules. He's literally that guy. And at the same time, you know what I mean? You need a guy like that. You need the one who read the handbook. But like, hey, you remember what happened in the handbook? Yeah, I wrote it. Or I didn't write it, but I read it, I memorized it, I know everything in this book. So, they go in and they interrogate Brad, and Brad pulls a lot of Loki moves in a lot of this dialogue, being all brash, being all condescending. Brad are, just as somebody who watched television, we all knew Brad was gonna get it one way or another. We're gonna find you. I'm gonna get you, get you, get you, get you. And he kept saying his name is Brad. That's the persona he took in the sacred timeline, though. I'm so sorry, y'all. Don't mean to continue to yawn. But see, Brad was cocky because Brad didn't think anybody was going to say anything. So all he did was talk crazy to people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what you do, what you say. Ain't nothing happen around here, though, homie. And he was trying to intimidate Loki, calling him a villain. You're a loser. You always lose, and this is the reason you're losing. Yeah, Brad was doing way entirely too much for a dude who just got locked up. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't even like Claw. At least Claw sung a song. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. That's actually one of my favorite scenes in that movie because he just busted out singing. I took a slip or a piece of that vibranium. It's actually a better movie than what people give it credit for. Is actually a really good movie, but introduce everybody but the main character. But yeah, okay, yeah. He said, I've done, and again, this was Brad using reverse psychology, something that he would use as a hunter when they bring people in before they get pruned. Sorry about that. Sorry. I just thought about something. So when someone gets pruned, they go to the void, right? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like he already had the bond money on his books. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, so, he goes back. Loki starts, doing a lot of the villain things or whatever, and he still wouldn't talk. And he was like, I'm gonna find a way to get you talking. Everybody was more concerned because they don't want Loki to go bad. You know what I'm saying? And this is not Chucky. And I'm gonna get to Chucky on tomorrow. And again, he was just imitating people like I'm out in the sacred timeline. I'm living my best life. I'm an actor. You know what I mean? So, you could be doing the same thing too. Sorry, y'all. This is after a 10 and a half, almost 11-hour shift. Sorry about all the yawning. And he was trying to tell Mobius, you need to wake up. And he was like, man, I'm already woke. You got me bent. I know what's going on in these streets. So Mobius came up and slapped him. Pop, what's up, D Sizzle? Man, D Sizzle in the house. Hold on, wait a minute. Because I think Owen Wilson actually slaps dude for real. Now I know I could play a little bit of this. You know what I mean? Without getting in trouble. All right, let me pause it real quick because he started messing with our good buddy Mobius. All Mobius wants to do is retire and ride a jet ski. That's it. What he got to talk too much. Hold up, let's see that again. Let's see it again. Oh man, y'all suck. Your mama suck. I hate your flat top. You know what I'm saying? You funny looking. I wish y'all just wake up and shut the hell up. He was like, all right, I got something for you. Look how my man revved it up. What up, Keita? He came back from Mississippi, was like, Kirkpatrick. In the words of my man, Tony Baker. You know what I'm saying? Gave him the Kirkpatrick. He's like, oh man, you know what I mean? Oh, I got my rocks out. Okay. I did. Hey man, I'm not gonna lie, dog. I don't like his haircut. And I said last episode, he has a punchable face. And thank you, Mobius, for smacking a mess out of him, because I would have did the same thing. I would have came deep from Mexico, from Central America, from Peru, and would have slapped the crap out of him. Okay, let me stop and pause. Pause. Mobius said, "You don't know my life, son." Watch it. This is how I'm watching Loki. Watch y'all break down. Yeah, he was like, "What was that?" And he got under his skin. You know what I'm saying? He really got under his skin, and it pissed him off because he know he could be doing something different. And he's like, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? With y'all in this damn TVA eating key lime pie. That's the only pie that they got. The only pie. You ain't got no chocolate mousse. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't got no cheesecake. Our brother could use a cheesecake right now, though. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? You know. So they try to make up a play. Now, again, they're pulling the Kathy and Lacey here. You know what I'm saying? They're pulling Kathy and Lacey. I'm sorry. That don't look good. I don't know your expertise on pie, y'all gray. You know what I'm saying? D Sizzle, Keita. But I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be real. The pie look nasty. First of all, that pie is fake. It's fake as fuck. But what's going on with that crust? Who made this key lime pie? What is going on with that lemon wedge? That lemon wedge, like it's made out of glass. Man, that looks disgusting. I don't even. They could have used real pie. It wouldn't have cost that much off the Sacred Timelines budget to be able to. I mean, for real. Can I get a real pie? And they was eating it like it was good, knowing good and well that was seasonless. That was tasteless pie. No seasoning in the key lime. And they over there eating it. And another theory is, what if the pie, because all of these are pies, what if the pie erases your memory? You know what I mean? Me and was it Chukita or it was somebody else? It was Pam ENT, Pam Entertainment TV. You know what I mean? It was like I lost it. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, now we're gonna use this as the advantage though, because he already knows there's something. There's I know I got my flaws. You're finally showing me your flaws, but I know there's an end game to this. I'm sorry. Let me show you this pie again. I'm stripping off the pie. Look at this pie. Look at it. That don't look edible at all. I wouldn't eat that pie. That pie got Ebola, you know what I'm saying, and coronavirus. And he got the things that make you want to make you start paying child support. Whatever that is. Y'all know who y'all are. Anyway. So they start brainstorming on Kathy and Lacey. Yeah, it looks like green jello pie. It looks disgusting. That's what it looks like. It looks disgusting. So again, they're strategizing how to make him talk because he was talking too bold, talking too brash. Like, okay, you know what I mean? Y'all gonna do that? Fine, fine. I got you. After this, I'm gonna go lay down. It do. It look it that look it look like some toothpaste and food color. It wouldn't be surprised if it was. It wouldn't be a surprise. Kelp pie. Give me some pecan pie. I'm not gonna lie, but chocolate. If I do eat sweets now, I kind of settled down on the sweets, working out, changing my diet. You understand? The only thing I do drink, I mean, I do have sweet. It's now sweet tea, and that's with pure cane sugar in it, not granulated sugar. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Now we want pie. I mean, let me shut up because I was about to say the Rock has some pie. And if you know that joke, you get what I'm saying. You gonna give Rock some of that poo tang pie? He said, "Look, X5 is a good hunter. So what we gonna do? Okay, we already know all the patterns of Sylvie. She hides in, these, life-threatening events. So what I'm gonna do is we gonna find Sylvie, but we gonna make this dude crack. I got the perfect play how to make this dude crack. They're like, cool, we're gonna make this. First of all, they don't want to even eat that pie. They sitting there staring at it. Real people who eat pie. First of all, I want to know, are those whites only pie? Because I don't see Hunter B15 eating pie. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. That's the last joke. Okay, I'm sorry, Disney. I'm sorry. That wasn't a very funny joke. I'm not going to do that joke anyway. All right. The loom says unstable. Now we go in with Obi. Obi got the same he got the same machine that he had last time that he built, and he's going to strap all these branches. And it wouldn't surprise me if Obi really was the one who gave the call to stop you know what I'm saying, stop doing nah, that's not what I want to say. I wonder is Obi is the one who told him to prune those timelines. What's up, Cornelius? I don't know what's going on. Like today, I don't know what's going on. I ain't even gonna hold you. So again, if Obi is a variant of another variant of Kane that we haven't seen yet, would it not be surprising? Would it not be surprising if because he built the TVA, he knows what's going on in TVA, he knows every nook and cranny from security to all of that. I'm just saying, it wouldn't be a surprise if he is a variant of Kane. And he is the one who ordered the pruning of the timelines. But then if you have this particular variant, I mean, he who remains, you know what I mean? Wouldn't they be warring with each other? Maybe not, but but if I'm not mistaken, in the comics, there was a version of Kang who was a businessman, right? So hold on, real quick. Let me just look at. I want to say he was Asian too. Let me see. I'm going to look up for something real quick because there's many versions of Kane. So I'm gonna just switch gears for just a little bit, so I can try to see if I'm making sense on this. So of course, this is from CBR. I'm gonna full screen my screen real quick, and then we're gonna go back to Loki. But I want to make sure if I'm saying this theory, if I'm saying it correctly. So this is just a ranking of the different variants of Kang, right? There's different variants of Kang. So in Uncanny Adventures, it was the Kane the Conqueror, father of the Apocalypse twins. Crazy. They would never do that. They would never do that. Ahura Baltagon, Uncanny Inhumans. And he was the son of Medusa and Black Bolt. There's a version that's free from Immortus. Of course, we got Kane the Conqueror. I just want to see if we could be able to find it. Shout out to Jonathan Major, even though that this is a Caucasian character, and again, this is why representation matters when it comes to our own characters, not Black Watch characters. You know what I mean? They already did it, so I'm gonna enjoy Loki. I'm gonna enjoy anything that Kane the Conqueror is in, but also at the same time, we know that this character is Black Watch. So when you go back to the comments, you're gonna look Lily White again. You know what I'm saying? And don't throw a hissy fit. So we got the Victor Timely character, which is what we're dealing with right now. Not Kane the Conqueror, the robot. I think I've seen that episode too. This is Victor Timely. This is who we're gonna meet. What's up, Blue? My man, Blue is in the house. You know what I'm saying? Blue and Dre, Blur 8F Experience. Make sure you're checking us out on Mondays, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, only on UB2. Or we might be on Tubi. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna submit. If what I see on Tubi, I'm starting to submit some of my videos. So you got Kane the Conqueror. I've been on that Kane shouldn't be a race swap. Yup. So that was Kane. That was Kane as a robot. Mr. Griffin. This is who. Now follow along with me on this, but this is a theory. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm still gonna represent, Jonathan Major and Kane, because now it's already been done. And all the stuff that Jonathan Major, I'm still riding with my dog. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the mother, because I'm down for my what? All right. This is who I think Obi is. Follow along with me. I believe this is who he is, because we already seen him. Kane should have been white originally anyway. Yeah, he should have been. Most definitely. I 1000% agree. Never should have been white originally, though. Yeah, I do agree with you. But it was the 1960s, and it was FUBU when it came to comics. Kang Gang. Yep, we represent. We going back to Kang Gang. Kang, High Evolutionary. You said Gravik, Wonder Man. Yeah, man, it's Wonder Man. All right, so Mr. Griffin. This is who I think Obi is. This is who I think Obi is. All new, all different Avengers first encounter Mr. Griffin when his company, Kang Enterprises, purchased Tony Stark's tower. We seen this already in Loki in The Void. Let me keep going. And he appeared to ally himself with the Chitauri known as Warbringers. They soon learned that Mr. Griffin was actually an aspect of Kane the Conqueror, who had been split into many different cells by a time anomaly and trapped in the 21st century. Would it not? Let me reiterate, would it not be a surprise if he is a split different version of Kane the Conqueror and got stuck? You know what I'm saying? Instead of stuck in the 21st century, he's stuck in the TVA. He had to build the TVA himself. You know what I'm saying? So, Molecule Man Olin Reese. The only thing is, Molecule Man Olin Reese, if I'm not mistaken, they was using his body as a battery. And Obi is over here creating stuff that keeps the sacred timeline intact. He don't know who He Who Remains is, because he's probably a Kang variant. And he probably has some of that dry ass pie. And that's the reason why, he is where he is. Because the Ramatut, he came from the future to impersonate a pharaoh, not the other way around. Exactly. But the okay, he doesn't have the temporal portal. Uh, has Kane temporal aura though. Yeah, I mean, but if this is a variant, that variant can look like anything and be anything. You know what I mean? We seen that in Loki with the different variants of Loki. You know what I'm saying? Remember we was talking about Brokey? Somebody gave him that name, Brokey. But just think about this: he being trapped instead of in the 21st century, he's trapped in the TVA, right? No content to wait thousands of years to return to his future empire. This king attempted to kickstart his dynasty by in the present day as a CEO of his own company. Thankfully, the Avengers stopped Kane's plans and he was thrown back into the time stream by Jane Foster, the mighty Thor. This is all I'm saying on this. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this because I can, especially this would have, and I know this is gonna sound real fucked up because I don't think that, how can I say this? I don't think that, as much as I love that guy, I can't see him being the main variant. But what if he was the contingency plan for Jonathan Majors? Think about it just for a second. Even though they didn't or whatever, what it was a contingency plan just in case something went down, like Shuri was to Black Panther in 2018. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that was a hit piece. Maybe it was right. Maybe it was wrong. I don't know. But what I'm saying also is, it's not of the realm of shockability. And no, all variants have the same type of aura. But even I mean, there was some. I don't know because I mean it depends on what they had to go. It just really depends because this version of Loki is completely different from the other Lokis, even though he has aspects of Lokis, and we've seen that in season 1. So well, no, I'm just throwing something out there, and like I said, a lot of these guys have been brainwashed. You know what I mean? So if they've been brainwashed, they don't know who they really are. So if he was a Kang, a variant of Kang, another Kang variant that he kept locked up basically, and kept feeding him that dry ass pie, maybe just maybe, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know. We got 8 people in the house. Don't forget to like if you like, the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, people. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. A white person from the future wouldn't be believable to ancient Egypt as a pharaoh, which is why it wouldn't work in reality. That's why Cain should have never been white. I mean, technically, after the fall of Rome, and the conquerors came down, or the barbarians came down, there were pharaohs way after some of those dynasties that came through. This it's in history. But this was way after the ancient dynasties. I don't know, D says, what you saying? I'm trying to get to the comment real quick. And I don't know what's going on. I think it's running slow on my end. Getting lost in that MCU matrix. I mean, yeah, I mean, why not though? Man, we haven't had any fun with a show in a while. All right, let me get back to Obi and his friends. So now we're back on the show, and again, we only seen 2 versions of Kang. Immortus has speaking lines. Ramatut has speaking lines, but we don't know the full extent of every variant though. Even though we've seen that, Coliseum full of Kangs. And you're right, Cornelius, it is kind of sus. The suspect, son. Yeah, I mean. And now, they're trying to, make sure that they can be able to stop what's going on. Oh, I need. All right, so Mobius and Loki was going into the interrogation room, but Loki locked himself into that room and went soft, very soft Joker. Let me see. My thing is going slow. I'm trying to get to your comments, but this thing is kind of it's being real bad right now. I think all the platforms are jacked up. Something is going on. It could be, and again, kind of suspect, and it's called Breaking Brad, not Breaking Bread, Breaking Brad, and Loki coming in because remember that's all the stuff to Morbius and on them coming in, and he was like, "Oh, B-15 ain't there. I don't need B-15 for this." Yeah, it's tripping today, tripping balls today. So it's like since you're the one who coming up with the script, and I already knew it was gonna ready to happen. There's gonna be a Batman versus Joker. Where are they? I don't know. Where are they? I know he spit on Heath Ledger like 5 or 6 times. So Loki makes sure he locks. This is all a plot. Ooh, lights getting to me, and he locks the door. He goes into full Loki mode. Now tell me, there was no fighting or anything, and Tom Hiddleston was still being a badass. Sorry, y'all. I am trying. So he's saying you're a clever old chap, yeah. And Brad was sitting up there with his ugly ass haircut. You know what I mean? Still talking crazy. You know what I mean? And he start using, start figuring out how to be able to use that machine. Now, of course, that machine looked like it's from the, 19 something. He was like, nope, nope, nope. You talked about doing something. I mean, hanging with my mom or whatever. Nope, nope. I ain't about to let you slide, Brad. What's cracking now, Brad? He was like, hey, stop using that device because they already know how they could be able to torture somebody. And they show in this scene here that Loki destroys the chair that somebody was going to eventually use to sit on, but he over there sitting on it himself. Come on, okay. And he put him in a box, started making him small, started squeezing him in here, and he started giving up the information. Yeah, go ahead, give me that information. It wasn't until my man was looking like Jack Rousseau. Like, look at that. Is that a face of a dude who is sleeping on a good mattress? I know it ain't mine, but I ain't pitching on mattress until y'all send me something or somebody. She has a new life, and he was not trying to hear that because he was talking stuff to the god of mischief. I don't know what's going on, but everything's been sucking right now. And this is, of course, this is a ploy. And it was like, we're going to go see Sylvie ourselves. And my man Obi is over there telling people, we all going to die if we don't prune these branches. And that's what it really is. We're all going to die until you prune the branches. And then my man over here fanboys out because he was like, man, you wrote it? It was like, man, can you sign my book for me? What? It was like, look, the containment doors, I can't open them. We all gonna die. And this is actually a lot better acting in this show than a lot of the shows we've seen that wasn't even in the first 2 episodes of Ahsoka. I did say it was boring because it was. The dialogue here just sounds natural and fresh. Where in that show, too so edit too early. I don't know about that. So now we're on the branch timeline in Braxton, Oklahoma. I actually been through Braxton, Oklahoma before, so that's kind of a dope thing to do. He was like, no, you're gonna come up in this mug and we gonna holler at Sylvie. And they didn't want to holler at Sylvie. He was like, he was doing the Denzel. Hey, get your hands off me. So he goes in, he sees Sylvie. He mugged her for about 15 minutes before he even said hi. And she already knew it was up. Whack Arnold's. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of miss the uniforms looking like that. I mean, it was a little bit before my time because like I was like 2, but still. Because I'm gonna stay here. I got a 5 minute break. I'm at McDonald's. They don't give us long breaks. Stop playing with me. And she is over there with a McNugget and a drink. And she's driving the old Ford Dodge pickup truck. All right, so Sylvie and Loki start having a conversation, basically about this is why we need you. This is what we got going on. This is why you're so important to come back to us. I've been pulled through time and I've seen the future. Because he did go to the future and the TVA wasn't destroyed. So, and it was about he who remains. So I honestly believe that she's going to time jump through the future too, and she's seeing herself. You know what I'm saying? And that's where she pulled the elevator. We're talking about Marvel Universe history, though. We got Clandestine's experiment on mankind, Eternals, Big Gray Skin, in Sebra, Seabra Ner, the first mutant, etc. Some benefit on behalf of oh no, wait a minute. Suspension of belief is always required. Absolutely. And Kitty, yes. Absolutely. X is formerly known as Twitter. I don't like calling it X. Something weird about that. And it's black. Remind me of Malcolm. I think y'all biting. Who gonna pay the estate? All right, so they have this conversation, and they're just reminiscing on at the end of season 1. What if he tell you what was going on was true? What if that was true? What are you gonna do? Hey, my man is over here. Mobius is having his bed. They picked a perfect person in Owen Wilson. You know what I mean? He's over there having a bite of an apple pie. He probably doesn't have look like he got a little biscuit meal. Man got a shake. He got fries. I think that's the McNuggets too. I remember when breakfast pancakes used to come in that styrofoam pancake thing, and that wasn't good for the environment. So they most definitely stopped that. But my man having his best life, man. I got this pie. What's something about pie? You know what I mean? Exactly. Malcolm X, X-Men, X-Wing, X-Clan. X gonna give it to you. DMX, can't leave out that X. He said, but he negotiated a deal where if I bought you Sylvia, you'll let me go and be an actor on a sacred timeline. He said, but we're eating meal like gentlemen. He said, but I bought you a shake. X Factor, X Force, Excalibur, Extreme, your ex-girlfriend, ex-wife. He said, "Get me back to the second timeline, please." And then he was just too anxious, and he started giving himself away. And the reason why he was going to give it away because they were going to pull him the timelines. Ding, 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 ding. They were going to kill all those people in those branching timelines. All those variants, which they end up successfully doing anyway. Pruning all those timelines, and this is a sacred timeline. They pruned all those timelines. Docs wasn't looking for it. Then it was Docs. Docs wasn't looking for him. Start tracking the charges. Now they come to find out there's all these bombs. And again, they showed this in a trailer. Stop. Hammer time. Come on, stop. I'm trying to get in trouble. But, they went out with a mission, was like, hey, we got to stop these bombs from going off. And then we got into it. Mortal Kombat. Dun, 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 dun. And they start everywhere you see on this, and let me full screen this. So your white line is of course, it's a sacred timeline. Everything else is a branch. They detonated in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different timelines. 8 different ones. So this ain't nothing new for them. And we get a good action scene with Sylvie, you know what I'm saying, Mobius, you know what I'm saying, and Sylvie, Mobius, and Loki, Good action scene, great action scenes. Are using green magic, all of that. Take my man Brad back to where he came from. And then he came in, everybody somber. I love this scene because when Loki walks in, everybody is somber because they're about to find out all those timelines got pruned. Every single one of them got pruned. And he's like, damn, is it my fault? Because I'm trying to save billions of people. But the mood, everybody's looking up like this is the end of the world. I love this scene. I love this scene because it does show the emotion that you're trying to convey into the characters. And I like that. Show me more emotion. You know what I mean? Put on those acting chops. And look at it. It's just it's they killed all those branching timelines. They killed all those people. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we didn't spend time with them, but there was a branch timeline of different variants. They went in and pruned everything. And they sent Doc to jail. It was like, I got a hit on Rensler's temp pad. So he goes in and he's trying to find out what he has. Why, I think they need to update their equipment. Just a little bit. Doctor, you said that last time. Very Doctor Who-ish. Who is the mom? Try to get with my crew. All right, so they're trying to track Renslayer. They got a kind of an idea where she's at. Sylvie came through the door, started snapping on him. You know what I'm saying? This place is broken. It should be burned down to the ground anyway. I don't even like there. I don't even know why I stepped through this door. Oh, I got a key. And again, it's hard to argue with yourself. And basically, every time Sylvie argues with Loki, she's arguing with herself. So, you know what I'm saying? This kid obviously has a crush on Loki, on Sylvie. You know what I'm saying? He's like, was your mom going to go pick you up, right? He was like, oh, yeah, she's on her way. Yeah. Yeah. Now she looked like she's eating her Jell-O pudding pop, and that's the end of the episode. And to me, this show has a lot of great storytelling elements to it. I love the storytelling in this show most of all. I mean, this is just another home. This is a home run because it's with a character we already know. They're telling the backstory. They're not just telling you. They're showing you, and the tone, the music, the acting. Chef's kiss. Another solid episode. What do y'all guys think? Are y'all watching Loki? If y'all watching Loki season 2, what do you think about, the breakdown? I'm just dead tired and I'm not going to lie, about to go to sleep. But what did you guys think? Make sure to put it in the comments below. All right. Y'all already know what time it is.
The sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that up, B.
All right. So I got to go wrap it up. Again, thank you so very much for tuning into the Dre Max Show. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, man. Where's my outro at? My forehead is sleepy. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.